He can't even remember what he ate last night. He studies for 2 hours but only remembers 2 lines. That's our Leo. But Leo never expected that behind all of this was a psychological conspiracy. Today, follow his journey to uncover the truth behind forgetting and, along the way, learn a few science-backed memory techniques.
I've reviewed it 3 times, so why can't I remember it? Am I just naturally bad at this?
Actually, Leo isn't slow. He's just fallen into the trap of the forgetting mechanism. Human memory naturally fades. According to psychologist Ebbinghaus' forgetting curve, if you don't review within 24 hours, you can forget over 70% of what you've learned. So, it's not your fault. Blame evolution for being too efficient at saving hard drive space. Young man, judging by that lost look on your face, did you forget it right after memorizing again?
How did you know?
It's written all over your face. Short-term memory influencer. I'm Professor Theo, a psychology PhD specializing in goldfish memory. Today, I've decided to help Leo and, hopefully, help you watching this screen too. Leo, if you just close your book and trust the feeling of I think I know it, that's the biggest trap.
Then what should I do?
Active recall. For example, after learning the concept of the forgetting curve, close your book and ask yourself, what's the core idea of the forgetting curve? How fast does the decline happen? Study for 20 to 30 minutes, then close your eyes or use a blank sheet to write down the key points. Try to recall without looking. Force yourself to recite the content. Or, record yourself asking and answering questions like, what are the key terms here? Can I explain this in my own words? For example, Leo, what is the spacing effect?
Reviewing every few days.
Can you give an example?
Like, studying vocabulary today, skipping tomorrow, and reviewing the day after.
Good. But also remember, each review interval should get longer. Active recall is not just skimming through notes. It's making your brain search for answers, helping memories take root. Method 2. Spaced repetition equals use a review calendar. Remember the story about planting a tree? Watering it just once a week kills it. Watering 3 times keeps it alive. Day 1. Learn it. Review it the same day. Day 2. Review again. Day 4. Review after a longer interval. Day 7. Review once more. Create a review schedule. Mark the next review date on your phone or notebook. For example, if you learn the difference between short-term and long-term memory today, that night, review once. 2 days later, test if you can explain it in your own words. A week later, use a new analogy. Short-term memory is like a computer cache, lost if unsaved. Long-term memory is like a hard drive, retrievable anytime.
Reviewing several times helps you remember better.
Exactly. Time plus repetition is the weapon against the forgetting curve. Method 3. Interleave practice equals switch your brain's channels. Remember how you switch games when you're tired of one?
Tired of Arena of Valor, so I switched to PUBG.
Exactly. Memory works the same way. You need to switch channels. Study subject A, like history, for 50 minutes, then rest for 5 to 10 minutes. Switch to subject B, like math. The best combinations are arts plus science, like history plus physics, English plus biology. For example, if you learn about memory theories in psychology, then switch to math problems. Your brain switches channels and activates different neural networks. Research shows that interleave practice improves efficiency by over 20% compared to studying a single subject for a long time.
Wait, switching games can help me memorize stuff.
Not games, buddy. Switching study tasks. Method 4. Increased challenge equals day to learn the harder version. Remember, don't always pick the easiest. A moderate challenge strengthens memory. Actively choose slightly harder exercises. Recite instead of just reading. Explain concepts without looking at notes. Change from multiple choice to short answer questions. For example, after learning the principle of retrieval practice, don't just memorize. Active recall helps. Write a 200-word article on its real-life application. Headache. Hey, that's the point. Only the tough parts make you use more neurons. This is the desirable difficulty effect, which deepens and extends memory traces. Method 5. Avoid the illusion of familiarity equals don't be a looks familiar learner. Just because it looks familiar doesn't mean you've mastered it. Test if you truly understand. Write out key points from memory. Teach someone else. Apply the knowledge to a real-world problem. Leo, does this forgetting curve chart look familiar?
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times.
Then can you draw it from memory and explain its meaning?
Ah,
See, when your eyes remember, but your hands forget, it doesn't count. Lastly, here's an advanced trick, memory palace. Imagine a familiar space, like your living room. Assign a knowledge point to each object. When reviewing, mentally walk through the space. For example, to memorize 5 psychology theories. Forgetting curve, retrieval practice, spacing effect, interleaved practice, desirable difficulty effect. Before the exam, just close your eyes and walk through your home. The memories will come flooding back. Memory isn't a gift, it's a skill. Practice active recall. Create a spaced repetition schedule. Alternate between subjects. Challenge your brain. Avoid the illusion of familiarity. Apply these techniques to your study routine today. Start getting smarter tonight. Finally, let me hear your thoughts. Do you want to learn supermemory techniques or speed reading plus comprehension to make your brain a high-speed scanner? Next time, type memory or speed reading in the comments. I'll choose the next topic based on the votes. And remember, don't forget what you voted for.